teach y'all about some seashell magic that you can do, and also some color magic that you can use with it. And this is because I know that my content lately, between the Destiny swapping course and my Dark Feminine body of work, it's been very heavy, okay? And I am a firm believer in balance is key, okay? And you don't want to be in inner work mode all the time, or spiritual healing mode all the time, okay? So if you really resonate with like sea witch vibes like I do, definitely watch this video. So where should I start? Obviously, I have a few different types of shells here. I guess I'll start with my favorite. So this is actually a moon snail shell. You can't really see it because I painted it, but it's got this spiral. And this is very good for protection. I painted the inside of it light blue. If you've been paying attention lately, you know that like this is my zhuzh right now, black and light blue. And it's for a reason. But this is very good for healing and for protection. A lot of these seashells are spirals, and that's not on accident, okay? And we'll get into that in a minute. But this is one of my absolute favorites. It's really good for protection. When you need like introvert protection, like you're kind of doing a lot of inner work, a lot of healing, and you just don't want to deal with the fuckery. Moon snail shell, okay? And as far as color magic goes, obviously black is for protection, and then the soft blue is for like your inner radiance, your spark, your joy, you know, to protect all of that. Because what do seashells do? They protect the softness, the soft, mushy little creature inside. Especially if you're a Cancer like me, these are your best friend. Okay, so moon snail shell. And I just use regular craft paint. See, it has a little spiral. I love it. Alright, next one. These. I can't say the name. They go by a few different names, but like, it has some long ass Italian name that I can't pronounce. I speak Spanish, I don't speak Italian. But these, if you look, this is an upward spiral. Okay. Very good for manifesting. All of these that you see here are either partially prepared or all the way prepared by me for manifesting, for different things. Okay. And gold obviously is for success. This is for peace. And I'm very into like the metallic vibe lately because I don't just want to be baseline, I want to thrive. So when I think of shiny things, I think of thriving. This one is really good for transmutation because gray is the color of balance, right? And then soft blue for throat chakra healing, emotional healing, mental health improvement, just ancestor veneration, a lot of things. This was my daddy's favorite color, by the way, soft blue. And then we're gonna get into these ones. So these are called Babylon shells. These ones that are really like kind of chunky at the bottom. And I painted over it, but you can still see on the inside because I haven't painted the inside yet. You can see their little polka dots. That's how you know it's a Babylon shell. The difference in energetic properties and spell work that I've noticed for these two shells, even though they're both spirals, this one, very precise, very fast, very linear, very good at directing energy, right? These ones are better for long-term goals. inner work, if you're trying to like fix multiple areas of your life, maybe they're kind of combating each other and it's like this vicious cycle, use this one. It will take longer, but it's more concentrated at the end. Okay. These are just things I've learned over the years of doing this work so much. But honestly, do whatever calls to you. I just want y'all to think deeper, okay? Because seashell symbolism is very deep, no pun intended. It's very real, and it works, okay? And as a Cancer, this was a game changer for me. But like, for example, this one, it hasn't been prepared yet, but it's white, and it's the long-term spiral, right? This I would do for like healing that lasts, inner work that compounds type thing, like when I'm really, really trying to break through a pattern or a belief ceiling or something like that. This is really good. And then this one is really good for the crown chakra and psychic development. This color of purple is also really good to use for like protection amulets while you sleep, so that your crown chakra and your dream state don't get disrupted by lower level energies. You can use this one as well. And then this one, actually, let's go to the more fun thing. These are scallop shells, and I didn't know this until like literally a month ago, but apparently scallops can swim, right? They have the two little shells like this, attached together, and the little creature is in the middle, right? And they flap. And that's how they swim. I never knew that. But look up a video of a scallop swimming. It's fucking fascinating. But with that said, you can use these, either this kind, with the wider bottom, or this clamshell. You can use them for forward movement, rune opening, new opportunities, and you can also use these for beauty because they are very, very deeply associated with Aphrodite. Right? Remember Aphrodite was in the clam type thing? And then this one, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's just a piece of a bigger shell. Some of these were gifts to me, I didn't find them, but this would be really good for glamour magic and magnetism and getting noticed by the right people and just letting your beautiful energy shine through. That simple, that straightforward. And I didn't paint this one. And just nature made it that way. So scallop or clam shells, you can use them for a lot of things, but forward movement and beauty magic. Okay? And then, let me go grab my starfish, 1 second. Sorry, I forgot to grab him. Alright, this little guy, I love starfish, y'all. I'm obsessed with them. And once I learned the spirituality behind them, I got even more obsessed. So starfish are very, very healing. They're very lucky. They're very good for attracting abundance and success and money. But they're also good for healing because they regenerate. Starfish, they can lose a limb and regenerate it. So if you feel like you've been set back, like you feel like you've, lost things, lost parts of yourself, lost aspects of your soul fragmentation, starfish. It'll bring you good luck and also healing. And then this one, I wanted to talk to y'all about it specifically. I don't know what this is called. I need to get better on my seashell names. Hello, my whole brand is Mermaid. You would think I would know. Working on it. Anyway, this very narrow, see how this opening is very narrow right here? Sorry, I saw it pop up at the bottom. If it didn't have this hole in it, it would be very good for protection. Especially when you're kind of wanting to be more of an introvert. You don't really want to deal with other people's energy. There are times in life when we have to pull back. You know, there are seasons when we have to really focus on ourselves. Very, very good for that. So if it has a very narrow opening like that, I don't know what that is in the middle. Okay, because again, what do seashells do? They protect the softness and the living being and the soul inside of it. Okay. And I'm telling y'all, these ocean creatures have been the biggest teachers on my healing journey because it really helped me with my boundaries and my dark feminine energy, because I never wanted to become too masculine. I never wanted to become hardened, right? So I just turned it into the energetics of a seashell. I can come out of my shell when I need to or when I want to, but it's going to protect me, right? It doesn't take away from the softness inside. It just gives it protection. And before we close out, I want to show y'all something I'm so proud of. This is a spell. This is an oyster shell, obviously. I painted it black and soft metallic blue. And I made this about 2 months ago. And all of these little pearls represent blessings, manifestations, good things happening. And they're different sizes because I have 4 different size pearls. And according to like how big or small the blessing was, that's the size of the pearl that goes on there. And I did this for my own healing. Because as a Capricorn moon and Cancer sun, I kind of have a bad habit of being a pessimist sometimes. I've gotten a lot better. But I needed something to remind me on the bad days, like, the world is not ending, blessings still come, you know. And there's also some other intentions that I put into this. But I've only had it for a month, and obviously, like, I'm human, I forget. But when really, really big things happen, girl, I run to my little craft closet, and I get my supplies, and I put the pearls on here. And I think the very first one that I did was this one, right here in the top. And it was when I finally made a certain shift for myself that I needed to do for decades, literally. And I finally was able to do it and stick to it. And that's how this began. And it's just something that I made for my own joy, and I can't wait until this thing is filled up, and I will probably make another one. But things like this, it compounds, okay? Anytime that you can practice gratitude, you're going to 10x your manifestations, I promise you. And it was super easy to make. I just painted the shells, a few coats on both sides, and then I got these pearls from the Dollar Tree, I think, and some super glue and some prayer. And it's just for my own happiness. So that's a little ritual that you can do. One of my friends, she called it a blessing bowl or a receiving bowl or something like that. But if I'm having a bad day and I look over at this thing, it's just a reminder that good things still happen, you know. So that's just a little freebie, a free spell idea for y'all. Get creative. I love these. I'm obsessed with these. Eventually, I will teach y'all. I haven't decided if it'll be in my YouTube channel or in one of my courses, but I want to teach y'all how to do a seashell grid. Okay, just like you can do a crystal grid, you can do a seashell grid, same concept, and it'll be more powerful because the seashells not only have the water element properties for manifesting, but they also have the earth, the structure and the stability and the, you know, sturdiness of the earth, right? So that is on my to-do list for sure. I'm gonna try to like incorporate more of this fun mermaid coded content in for y'all, because I know my work is very deep and it's only getting deeper. But if you've been feeling very heavy and lackluster lately, definitely get you some seashells and paint them and play around. Okay? I love y'all. Comment down below what you thought about this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.